3 separate locations, okay.
Right.
Now what about, let me ask you another question.
The main tread grooves, you want to make sure where there's any rock extractors, anything like that, or the wear bars, you don't want to measure it on those. So like right here's your wear bar. You want to make sure you're not putting your measurement right on the wear bar.
Have you seen tires that, I'm sure you have, where they drug them and there's like flat spot here, flat spot here? Is that a violation with the big flat spots all the way around?
Not as long as 3 separate locations.
That's it. So that's the rule of thumb, the 3 separate locations. Okay, okay. That I didn't know.
As long as we don't have any belt or ply material showing through that.
Because I've been changing a whole lot of tires.
Yeah.
I see them and I'm like, let's new tire.
Once you start seeing belt or ply material under there, then that's a problem.
Okay. Both mud flaps are there, that's good.
Yeah, everything looks good.
Good deal.
Your rotors are starting to wear. Probably next time you change brakes, you want to have them look at that. There's quite a few stress cracks.
Okay.
But
no violation.
They're nice and shiny. They're working good.
Thank you. Good, good, good. Yeah, because I'd hate to film my new guy when I just went through a pre-trip with him and said everything was good. Yeah. I was like, oh Lord. Next question. I know it's not dark and I know it works. I checked it. Is a tag light, is that a violation? Just I mean, it works, but I'm just saying if it didn't work, would that be a violation? Or could it be? Or it just depends on the...
Nebraska, we don't really do on license plate light. I know there are some states...
Correct.
They'll stop you for that. And it would be a violation. As far as...
What if you were just running during the daytime?
FMCSA, daytime, no. As far as FMCSA though, if the required lights on the vehicle, that's not actually a required light.
Okay.
All your required lighting are these corner lights, your marker lights, your side, so you have your ID lights and your side marker lights, brake lights, turn signals, your center light here in the bottom of the trailer, your lights up at the top in the front of the trailer here.
So
those are all the required lighting.
What
and
if
you should have like an FMCSA book?
I do.
And in that section, 393, I think it's 393.9, it's going to show you the required lighting, and then your retro-reflective tape and stuff like that, depending on...
So let me ask you this. Let's say I pick up this trailer and I've got a marker light out, okay? But it's daytime. Can I turn that marker light off and then get it fixed at the end of the day? And you was to inspect me right now? Would I be...
If I was to inspect you right now, it'd still be a violation.
That's what I want to know. Okay. Okay. So that's kind of like you're throwing the dice.
And the side and your identification lights and your side marker lights, those aren't going to be out of service violations. As far as lighting, it's going to be a violation. Out of service, we're looking at brake lights, turn signals. If you have a turn signal that's not working right back here at any time, that's out of service.
Correct, because it's dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous. Okay. I just wasn't sure about the marker lights because, you know, you hear, and not with my company, but you know, I've worked for this. I love working for this company, but you hear companies that say, well, it's daylight, you just get it fixed at night when you're sleeping, it's okay. So, you know, my trainees asked me this question, I always just say get it fixed, but I thought it would be a violation, but now I got it on. Now I got it on video.
If you can't, I mean, it's going to be a violation if you get inspected.
So you're throwing the dice, yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it.
It's not like a serious violation. It's going to cost
still a violation though.
Amount of CSA points.
Yeah, still a violation.
But it is still a violation.
Yeah, I've been working 16 years, and so far I've never had a. So far, like I would, it never would yet, but I hadn't had a failed inspection yet.
Right.
But I did get a bridge law in Florida, and I got an overweight ticket in Virginia one time, but that's it.
Okay.
I appreciate you working with us and being nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
Right,
see there, YouTube, they're not all bad.
I'm going to open your door here. What's your air pressure sitting at? Air pressure. All right, I see it. So go ahead and pump it down. The key is still on, right? Okay, pump it down to the light.
What he's doing is he's going to make sure that your valves pop out.
warning buzzer from behind there. There you go. Stop. Okay, so that is working. If you jump out for me. So what we're checking there basically is we're checking for the low air warning light.
Correct.
Now we're gonna check. You can shut the door. So back here at the glad hands, I'm gonna have you remove the service side first. Nothing's gonna happen. No air is gonna come out. Shouldn't.
You'll have pressure on the red one though.
Watch your eyes on this one. When you take it off, there's air gonna come out. Okay. And it did exactly what it's supposed to do. So what we're looking at there, when you take this off, you have right back here at the back of the tractor where your air lines go in, right there. Yeah, right in here. You have what you call a tractor protection valve. What that is a valve. If the trailer was to become disconnected from the truck, it shuts the air off from coming through here, so you still have air on the truck to stop. Okay, so when we take this off, it should stop before it gets down under 20 psi. Okay, if it does not stop before 20 psi, then that's a problem. And that would be that's an out of service violation. So. So what I'm going to have you do now is go back up in the truck and apply the brakes. And what I do there, when you apply the brakes, I'm making sure that no air comes back through this system. And it should not, because everything is new and it's functioning properly.
If not, then we want to know about it, though.
Okay. That's good.
Can we hook them back up?
Yeah, you can hook them back up. All right, warning, triangle fire.
Key. Now on these internationals, you know, we used to this. I'm glad you brought this up. We normally mount it right here, but because of this little switch they put there, we have them mount them in here. That's fine as long as it's mounted there, correct?
Yep, as long as it's securely mounted.
Yep.
Should be fastened.
It is. Oops, I must have nutted. I'm just kidding.
Right. Sometimes they come on.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. There's a fire extinguisher there, or not fire extinguisher.
It's in the bracket where it should be, and
yeah, this junk's right in the way. I'll make sure I get it fastened back before we leave.
Make sure that it is all here. It is.
Yeah, I gotta remove some of all that junk. Watch, I got some fish hooks and that stuff.
Okay.
Did a little fishing the other day.
Oh. Get in there. There we go. That.
You need me to pull the triangles out? I can pull them out for you.
Nope, I can see they're there. I can tell it's full. All right.
I gotta clean this out. Get this a little more organized.
There. You want to make sure that fire extinguisher, like I
Watch
said,
your hand.
stays.
Mounted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some of that junk. I'm gonna get some of that junk out so it don't pop out. When I get home, I'm taking that out. Well, John, was it too bad?
That's the level 1 portion of the inspection, full vehicle inspection.
Okay.
Any questions as far as what we went over?
Well, no, actually hear about the exhaust, like all the accumulation of carbon around. That's a good sign.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and I didn't know how to answer that question. Like, how do you tell if it's got a leak or not? So he just explained it. So that's good. So the carbon is building around the joints and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah. He's more scared than what actually it is. You know?
So let me ask you another question while I got you here. This is for YouTube, and it helps a lot of people, a lot of new drivers. Okay, pre-trip. I know you got to do a pre-trip every morning. Is there a required limit that you're going to be looking for? Now, I always say at least 15 minutes. If it takes you 30, it takes you 40. But is there a limit like, oh, you only did it 6 minutes, or you only did it 12 minutes?
I don't look for a specific limit.
You just need to do you log it as you do it.
That is basically conducted, you know, that you did your pre-trip inspection.
Okay.
However long that takes you. Now, there are some companies that have went to a system where you have your phone and there's an app.
Yep.
And they've installed these
DVR.
They install these little tags. So you're checking your fuel cap, make sure your fuel tag truck cap's tight. You take your phone, put it there.
Oh, wow.
It puts a check mark.
I haven't heard that.
One right here. So you come back, you check your airlines, you check your connections and everything here. Everything's connected there. You can put your phone there. It's going to click. You got one right here. You're going to check your tires.
Wow.
That's your suspension. You're going to check your fifth wheel. Once you check that, you put your
That's
phone.
neat. Yeah, that's neat.
Checks off the
Well, one thing we have to do, we have to
physically walk around the vehicle.
we have to send in we have to send in our AVI stickers every day, every morning.
Yeah.
Like we're checking, you know, the AVI paper, that way they don't slip
That's
through.
some pretty new technology. I've only seen like 2 trucks so far.
Yeah, that's
that
kind of
have
neat.
that
That's kind of
technology.
neat. So, well, let me ask you this: post trips, is that required by DMV, or just? I mean, you should do it. Obviously, we do it anyway. But I didn't know, is that a requirement?
No.
As far as inspection, okay. I mean, we do it anyway, but we do it anyway, so we're good. Okay, so next question. I'm a trainer. Okay, he's driving. Now I'm logging on duty as I'm driving. Is there a crime if, let's say I'm a bad trainer and I just want to go back in the back bunk and read my book? Is it a violation for me to be off duty? It's just a company thing, right? I'm on duty while I'm training. You can see that, but
I mean, if you're back there, you're still with him. If he's got any questions,
correct.
Obviously, if
But
you're
I'm
brand
just
new,
saying for
that's gonna
logging reasons. I
it's
just
gonna be-
wondered.
You know how far advanced he is in his training,
Correct.
and if he's capable of doing this. Obviously, he's got a CDL. He knows the basics.
Well, the way I
Right on this
train,
truck, but if you want to, you know, you're following each regulation, explaining things. And as time goes on, of course, you know, you're going to be sitting there getting more and more bored, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't know
yes.
how long you guys keep them with you.
I keep them 150 drive hours, but we don't run like my company allows me to train where we park every night. So I don't have to run we don't run like teams, and that's why I love training. I can go anywhere. You know, I've been driving so long, but I like training like that. I love training, and we can sleep every night, and you know, I don't have to run what they call it, super solo, or I don't do none of that. So that was my next question. You know, if I did log off duty, because technically I'm off duty if I'm in the back, if that would be a violation or not. Okay. Trying to think if there's any more questions that I have. Oh, let me ask you this: if I'm in the back. We have seatbelts in the back, or do I have to be seatbelted in the back while I'm in the back? So if I get up to go to the front seat while he's driving, I'm under violation, correct? I can get ticketed. Like if all of a sudden I move in the back to get something to eat, I undo my seatbelt to go to the back. Should we be
splitting hairs?
Okay. Just curious. I guess that's the only question. Do you have any questions?
No,
I think the only ones I really have. Yeah. Okay.
It was actually more scary than everything that I heard than what it actually is, you know?
I try to post videos every day about, I'm gonna give you my card so you can check out my channel. But all right, thank you.
All right, so if you want to come over with me, I'm going to go through the driver portion of the inspection of the paperwork and show you what I'm looking for there. If you know what I'm looking for, then you know how to do it. Good. Okay?
There you go, sir.
So we'll go ahead and do that portion of it. You can stand here at the door. That way you can see my computer.
So you're explaining what he's explaining right now. I'll make sure I got this right for the channel. Is that you're about to go through the logs? Is it the camera set okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're about to go through the logs on here, right?
Yep. So, well, what I start with is I'm gonna check his license.
You better have good license, John.